Everyone, and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. I'm VJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. And today we have a very special guest. They are a Grammy-nominated artist. They were nominated in 2015 for Best Rock Performance for their song Moaning Lisa Smile. They've been together for more than a decade, and they're definitely one of Britain's most revered bands. They even won the prestigious Mercury Prize in 2018 for their last album, Visions of a Life. For those who don't know, it's an annual music prize awarded for the best album released in the UK by a British or Irish act, and they have been on global tours. They've opened for the Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age, and Liam Gallagher. Joining us all the way from London, please welcome Ellie and Theo of Wolf Alice.
Hi.
Hi. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much, Theo. I think you're on mute. Would you like to greet everyone?
All right. I'm very excited to be here.
We're so excited to have you here as well. So let's get right to it. You have your first single off of your upcoming album, which we're so excited about. It's called "The Last Man on Earth." But before we talk about that, have you ever been to the Philippines? Like, we want to know if you've been here, if you've heard of the Philippines, you're Filipino fans.
We sadly have never been to the Philippines. We really want to go. I remember actually when we went on tour with the 1975, they told us about playing in the Philippines and how much they enjoyed it, and we were very jealous. So yeah, we would love to come, but we've yet to be there.
No way! The 1975 and you guys from Wolf Alice talked about the Philippines.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
They said it was one of the best places to tour, so...
Wow. That means so much to us, especially for all the fans watching right now on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. But we really hope that we get to have you guys to perform here soon after all this whole pandemic thing is over. But now let's talk about The Last Man on Earth. We saw the music video. It was beautiful. Can you tell us about the song first? Where did it come from?
Well, we wrote it probably a couple of years ago now, but it was, I don't know, I think it kind of one of those songs that kind of comes from nowhere. We didn't plan it, it just kind of happened, so it's quite hard to explain really. But yeah, I think when we were choosing the songs to go on the album, like, we've never really had much piano on our album, so it was like a nice change for us, and it felt like a bigger, kind of grander version of Wolf Alice, so we felt like it was a good one to lead our album campaign with. Yeah.
Well, for those bands who are releasing albums now, usually they were able to do the album during the pandemic. So you said this was like 2 years ago when it was made. So was the album finished before the pandemic, or like were you continuously doing it during?
Well, we started recording the album at the end of January last year, and we went to Brussels in Belgium to a residential studio, and then about a month later the city closed down, and we were all put in lockdown. But we were so lucky that it was a studio where you could live in it, because it meant we were able to stay, and so we just stayed during the lockdown and recorded the album, which was great to have something to do. And you know, we'd been looking forward to it for so long. It would have been really upsetting if we weren't able to do it. And yeah, we managed to finish it last year, but we've been writing it for a few years now.
That sounds fun, though. Of course, being stuck somewhere sounds really scary, but you were stuck with the band and in a studio, which I think is like a really great scenario. How was it like for you when you were stuck there? How long were you stuck there for?
Well, I think we stayed for was it like 3 months or something?
Yeah,
It felt
just over.
really long.
Wow.
And we hadn't finished, but we were like, oh, we need to go home. And, you know, it was quite strange. Obviously, it was a strange time. So you felt a bit anxious to be away from home for too long. So we went home. And then in the summer, when everything kind of opened up a little bit here in London, we were able to finish it, which only took about a week because we realized that we were, you know, pretty much done. So yeah. So we know, being in a touring band, you know what it's like to be stuck with each other for months on end. It wasn't too different from too different from, you know, what we know really. And but it was, you know, yeah, we were really lucky to be able to carry on making the record.
Yes, and now it's about to be out. We can't wait to hear the rest of it. But can you describe to us like what the sound would be like, what we can expect from Blue Weekend?
I think listen to Wolf Alice before. There's bits that you recognize. There's lots of louder, heavier guitar moments. There's a pop side. There's a sensitive side. There's, I hope, something for everyone on the record.
And how many tracks are we talking about here?
Oh, I always forget.
Is it 11? I always get it wrong.
Yeah, I think it's 11.
We think it's 11, but we're not very professional, so we don't know.
And is The Last Man on Earth like the definitive sound of the album? Like, is this what we can expect from the whole thing? Or as Theo said, would it be like a variety of sort?
Yeah, I think it's quite varied. You know, we didn't want it to sound like 11 different Theo's gone upside down for a second. We didn't want it to sound like 11 different bands, you know, on one album, but it is quite varied. You know, we've got, you know, heavier songs, faster songs, more even quieter songs, but like, yeah, it's not vastly different. Don't know, you have to listen to it.
All right. While we're waiting for a Blue Weekend to come out in June, let's focus first on The Last Man on Earth, because here on Mix we actually play out music videos on TV on our channel, and fans have to vote for it. So we're really interested in like how the music video was made, you know, the story behind it. So can you please tell us about the whole concept of the music video?
Well, I think it was November last year, we spent 2 weeks with Jordan Hemingway, who is a director, and his team making 11 music videos. So we kind of made, like a little story that was, you know, a visual complement to the album. So The Last Man on Earth is just kind of a little bit of a bigger story, kind of. And he shot everything on film, and you know, he's a really talented guy, and he just kind of told us what he envisioned, and we were just like, yeah, brilliant. But I think it's going to, you know, it's just a small part of a bigger thing, really. So there's a lot to look forward to. But we shot that, The Last Man on Earth. We shot it half in a pub in London and half on the beach somewhere in Hastings or something at night. And we, had a what's it called, like a curtain that we
yes,
light and performed in front of the blazing curtain. It was all a bit dramatic and theatrical. But we were up for anything at that point because we were so bored being locked in our homes. We were just happy to have a day out.
Okay, before I delve more into the music video for The Last Man on Earth and The Burning Curtain, did I hear you correctly? Did you say there are going to be like 11 music videos for the 11 tracks in the album? Wow, how long did you guys? Are they done? Like, did you shoot everything?
It's all done. We've made the whole world a blue weekend. Sorry, my dad's trying to call me at the same time. Ellie, you might have to explain what. Well, oh wait, no, here we go. I'll get rid of my dad. Yeah, we shot them all over 8 days, and they all linked together, kind of in a way. And yeah, it's really special, and it was a really great opportunity. So hopefully, you can play all of them on your music on your channel.
Oh yes, definitely. I hope your fans can like vote for each one. But when are you going to be releasing the 10 other videos? Will it be at the same time as the video the album's release, or will it be like one by one?
Well, I think we're gonna release. I mean, we've got one coming out next week. Not sure if I should say that, but never mind.
For which song is this?
Whoops.
Whoops.
So I think you'll be able to see some, and then when the album comes out, hopefully, what we wanted was people to see it all in order, because that's probably where it will, be the most interesting to watch. So the short answer is I don't really know.
But thank you for that, spoiler that we love that a new music video is coming out. So is it all going to be in black and white? Or
no.
is it? Oh,
you have to watch to find out.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No, it's all going to be on it.
Okay, now let's talk about the music video that you have released. Okay, that's what we can talk about, The Last Man on Earth. So how does the whole concept of the burning curtain, the whole dramatic story relate to the song?
Good question.
Good question. I don't know. I think because we wanted. Normally with Wolf Alice, we don't normally do performance videos. We kind of shy away from them. But I think because we really wanted people to listen to the words of this song, we felt like a performance video was a good idea. The first thing that we came, it's the first song that we were coming back with for 4 years. It felt like we wanted something simple that people could just kind of really, truly not be distracted from the song itself. So that's why it's, mainly just a performance video. But then the song does kind of, it breaks into quite a dramatic kind of song. It's got strings and many vocals, and it's quite, it's a little bit dramatic. And so then we kind of wanted to mirror that with something. So we chose a burning curtain. But to be honest, I don't really know what that means, but I like it.
It looks cool.
It does, yes. And especially when you said it's going to be like a part of this whole 11 video saga. So we're going to be waiting for that, how it all connects. Now, on our channel, we also play out past music videos. We call it Mix Backtracks. So if you don't mind, can we talk about your music video for the Moaning Lisa Smile? Because it's a very interesting video, and we'd like to know the story behind it. So you guys dressed up for this, like each one of you dressed up for this video. So can you tell us like the whole concept for this one?
Yeah. Well, basically, we had this story. The song was kind of loosely based on a episode of The Simpsons, and so we kind of had this story about a girl who was. I mean, this is not the episode, but we're kind of, thinking about Lisa Simpson and how she always struggled a little bit at school to make any friends. So we had this story about a girl who wanted to join in a dance competition but didn't have any friends to join it with. And again, being Wolf Alice, we were, making a story that didn't really involve ourselves. And then we I think, we're told, it'd be really nice if you were in the video yourselves, but we're like, oh, but we've written this story that we can't play. But we figured out a way to do it ourselves, which meant a lot of dressing up. And we had these amazing makeup guys who did all our glam, which was really fun. And yeah, it's a long time ago now, so
I know it's been, a long time, but Theo, can you remember your initial reactions, the guys in the group? Like, what were your initial reactions when you found out that you had to dress up for this video? Like, you had to put on makeup and wear different sets of clothes for this.
Yeah, I mean, great, to be honest. It's really fun. And like Ellie said, the guys who did the makeup and kind of some of the costume stuff was so amazing. So get to work with people who do that on such an artistic level was just really fun. And the whole thing, I just remember it being really fun, and it was one of our first music videos that had a budget. And like Ellie said, it was a long time ago, but yeah, it was a good day. Good fun to do some choreography as well.
I know it's like one of my favorite Wolf Alice videos. So thank you for sharing that story. And now, before we let you go, can we please ask for a special message for your Filipino fans?
Yes. Just longing for the day that we'll be able to come and visit your country and meet you all, and hopefully play a show for you all and have a brilliant time. And I hope that can happen sooner rather than later. But in the meantime, you can talk to us online, and we'll see you there.
Exactly. Where can they follow you online? Please do promote your socials.
Instagram, Twitter. I think we're called Wolf Alice Music or Wolf Alice Band. Don't know.
We're Wolf Alice Band.
We've just got
we're Wolf Alice Music.
Which we're trying and failing to. Oh God, I look so terrible. So yeah. Anyway, we'll message us and we'll say hey.
Thank you so much. Your Filipino fans definitely appreciate your time with us right now. And thank you to everyone watching on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Once again, I'm BJ IE from the #1 music channel in the Philippines, Mix. Thanks for joining us in this MYXclusive interview, Ellie and Theo of Wolf Alice. Yay!
Thank you.